Welcome to this session. Today we would be talking about one of the major perspectives in human geography, that's the radical approach. Now in the previous two lectures we have already talked about the humanistic approach and the welfare approach. Radical approach has been one of the recent approaches in geography and is considered as somewhat around not more than 25 years old. So around 60s to 70s we say we have the origin for radical approach. Now as we have been doing in the previous approaches, what we will understand first is against what things was or what were the cause that led to the origin of radical approach. So it was against what things. The next would be the focus area for the radical approach and the foundation reasons why this approach came into being. So the most important thing to understand here is it was against basically the three streams. That's again the quantitative revolution as we have seen in the humanistic approach and the welfare approach. You have the concept of positivism and the traditional regional geography. Now radicalism aimed at dealing with the social issues or the social values. This had its foundation stone in opposition to the concept of capitalism and was more close to, I could say, Marxism. So when I say it was close to Marxism, we will here try to understand the difference between Marxism and positivism. So if I draw a table and I mention Marxism versus positivism, there are few things that I could directly say. Positivism aims at understanding the earth or understanding the world. In contrast to positivism, Marxism tries to or aims to change the world. So that's one thing that we need to know. The next thing here is positivism tries to understand science laws as universal in terms of time and space. So if I say or talk about science law, I consider them as universal in terms of space and time in case of positivism. In case of Marxism, I consider science laws as eternal. So that was the foremost difference between Marxism and positivism. Now radical approach, there were two main propounders. One was Harvey and another was Richard Peat. Now why this concept came into being? So there were three important or prominent causes that led to origin of radical approach. The first was the Vietnamese War. The next was the civil rights movements of the blacks and the poverty in the urban ghettos, the main reason being the social tension. Now as you can see, in all these three, the major issues or the major problems that was faced was social problems. So I could say gender discrimination. So one of them was gender discrimination. There was social oppression of the blacks. Then there was issues of poverty, health, crime, juvenile crime. So these were all some of the major reasons that led to the origin of this movement. Now another important thing or interesting thing I could say here to note is all these things had their origin in America. Despite of the fact that the philosophy that was followed was Marxist in nature or was followed on the lines of Marxism, still it had nothing to do with the communist nations. And this concept never reached, I could say, Russia, a leader of communist philosophy. So this idea originated into America The major propounders were American scholars. It was due to the movements that were taking place in the country of United States itself. Now, these were the three broad causes for the origin of radical approach. Now, we have understood what were the causes of the origin of radical approach. Now, let's understand the characteristics or the things behind the radical approach. The first and the foremost, as I said, was maintaining social values. The next was opposing capitalist movement. The next I could say was opposing superiority of whites. Aim to create a tension-free society. That was another thing. So these were some of the basic parameters that were the characteristics or the founding stones for the origin of radical approach. Now, if I talk into very broad terms, I can say this approach is a mix of theory and practice in contrast to other approaches which were mainly theoretical in nature. Now, this approach is mainly a value-based approach, and it aimed at focusing the theory of labor value. Since it was based on the concepts, or the Marxism was a founding stone for this theory, the theory of labor value was one of the most important theory that was covered under radical approach, and under the theoretical perspective, it tried to include the structural perspectives of the act of individual. So that was the theoretical background, and in practical background, I could say it was focusing on the people who were trying to oppose the capitalist movements and trying to oppose the superiority of whites. As a result, there were few journals that were released. So let's talk about the evolution of radical approach. When I talk about evolution of radical approach, as I said, it is around 25 to 30 years old. The major origin was against the opposition of quantitative approach, positivism, and the traditional regional geography. So it had its foundation stones with the works of Harvey and Peat. Now there was a brief difference in the works of the two. So Harvey did a leading work on social justice and city. That was one of his famous books. He wrote that in 1973, Social Justice and City. And under this book, what he tried to emphasize was a revolutionary methodology or restructuring of the existing system and promoting a new system of social values. And the foundation stone for Harvey's theory was Marxism. So it tried to totally oppose capitalism. The next was the work of Peat. Peat was much more liberal in nature. In around 1969, from Clark University, there was a journal on radical geography that was released, and that was known as Antipode. Due to his liberal works, he tried to focus more on the concept of social ownership and strictly opposed capitalism by nature. So, major supporter of Peat was Thrift. So there are many references where you will find Peat and Thrift together. Some of the leading works of Peat included New Models in New Models in Geography. He talked about international capitalism and international restructuring. So these were some of the famous books that were written by Peat. Now towards 80s, there came a split in the ideology, where Harvey strictly followed Marxism. Peat and Thrift tried to shift a little bit from the radical approach of strict communism and Marxism towards a political, economic perspective. So their aim slightly shifted from the core of Marxism or communism to a more political and economic perspective by nature. And finally, the most important thing under evolution of radical approach, as I mentioned previously, was it originated in America and it had no ties with Russia. It became milder with time due to the suppression of the concept of communism in the West. So when I talk about criticism of this theory, the main element or the main criticism is this itself, that it subsided or it diluted with time. The main reason being of the dilution of the concept of communism in the West. The next main cause of critique was it could never propagate itself to the communist nations. As it could never propagate itself to the communist nation, it could never take samples or it could never take ideas or real world examples from the communist nations. So this radical approach slowly and gradually faded away. It was not that flexible in nature as compared to the other approaches that came up. The next important critique was it was concerned with it gave more emphasis on time than on space. So that was another major critique, because it talked about not the creators of history but the product of history, or I could say the real product of history was the focus of radical approach and not the creators of the history. So that was one of the another criticism that was faced by radical proponents. Slowly and gradually there was collapse of communism in the West and dilution of the theories of communism, but still radical approach is one of the major theories that we study in various perspectives of human geography. The only reason being that it was a theory that could bring the social values closer to the field of geography in contrast to any other perspective that had come into existence. So it talked about issues of poverty, discrimination, gender discrimination, you had unemployment problems of hunger, problems of health. So all social problems were included in the ambit of radical approach in contrast to any other field of geography. So this was one of the major theories that we have talked about. We would be covering the concept of behavioral approach and quantitative revolution or quantitative analysis in the next class. You can subscribe to ExamRace channel for any further updates. Stay tuned. Have a good day.